Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I am the final gift that's being bequeathed to Rico from Hanyu, Juvidu.
And I'm your friendly neighborhood spider, Sobroni.
And I mean, I know where you're going with that, but that's like I'm like Spider-Man.
Listen, well, yeah, it works. There's a joke that works on
It's
two
literally a
fronts.
Spider-Man thing.
It works on two fronts.
I guess it does. Welcome back to the G&A podcast, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How are you doing tonight, Oni?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Drew?
I'm doing okay. It could be worse. But yeah, no, I'm excited to do this next episode. It's gonna be a bit of a smaller episode, y'all. Or shorter episode. That's the word. That's the adjective.
Yes, not everything is finished airing or started airing rather. So
Yep. But next week we should go back to our usual 7. But today we're just doing 5. So yeah, that's a thing. Let's get into our new segment, This Week in Anime. I think I'll go first.
Do it.
So Sayuki is getting yet another anime.
How?
I don't know at this point, but I'm not looking to give Taurus in the mouth. I think it's a new anime called Sayuki Reload Zeroin. It's like heroin, but instead, but to take out the H and put in a Z.
Nice.
So yeah, it's gonna be covering the Even a Worm arc, which I don't think I ever got that far in the manga. TBH. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it all the same. As you guys know, this anime, it is some BL bait goodness, and it holds a special place in my heart for nostalgic reasons. I've been like reading and or watching Sayuki since I was a wee little lad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. I'll give Oni an out and be like, yeah, we don't have to cover this.
Well, it depends on the strength of that season. We'll see.
Okay.
There.
Okay, with the strength of that season, like like the season in general.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to be real bored to pick this one.
If it's a really slow season, you might see us covering this.
Like maybe last season, I would have picked this.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, and another bit of also good news. Josh and Dropkick Chan finally ends their successful crowdfunding campaign. And they were able to raise 350K.
Congrats.
So yep, the 3rd season is in production now and slated to premiere in 2022, which will also be the 10th anniversary of the original manga.
Oh wow. Also, I feel like you would need a whole lot more than 350K to produce a whole season of an anime, but whatever.
Maybe apparently not. That's all you need. Hey.
Okay.
I mean, hey, I guess so. I don't really know. I wouldn't know. I don't know anything about money.
Well, if I'm a millionaire and I'm able to fund like 5 more seasons of anime or something, I'm totally fucking doing that shit.
Yeah, go. Why not?
Funding an Umineko remake.
Yes, come on, be the ghost investor.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you can be. But yeah, no, that's all my news. A bunch of good things. Only what you got for us?
I also have some good things. Basically, the Hololive EN cast is going to be previewing Princess Connect Redive, the global version, when it launches. I don't think they've given an official date yet, but Gura, Kali, Ame, Kiara, Ina, all of them. I hate that I just named them all off the top of my head without having to look at them. So anyway,
I know you did. It sounded way too natural.
Yeah, damn it. I'm too far down the rabbit hole.
You really are.
They're all going to be previewing Princess Connect, which I've been playing the soft launch, basically the pre-launch, and it's been pretty fun. It's actually really, really good. I highly recommend it if you want I guess you can call it a collectathon game. It's a gacha game, but it's completely free to play. You can collect you can actually farm for individual characters without having to roll the gacha, so that's pretty cool. All the characters are farmable. You can play it for like 10 minutes a day and you'll be up to date. It's a very easy, laid back waifu collecting fun game, kind of like Azure Lane, but even less intense. So if that sounds like it's right up your alley, I recommend it. It also has a really high production value. So yeah,
It does. It does look really nice.
That's my
Yeah.
news.
All right. Nice, short, sweet, and to the punch. But yeah, so let's move on to the weekly reviews. It's not waste any time. And whew, man,
I hate that this show's always gonna be first.
it really is. And I have to split it with episode of the week. I have to.
Same.
I have to. I have to. This is a really strong week.
It was
right out the gate. Right out the gate. It was very powerful. I would probably bet our YouTube money on what your other half is.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much. It's gonna be that much of a surprise.
Yeah, I think it won't. But anyways, Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 5. Oh, you want to talk about Reiner looking to a reflection?
The faces in this episode were just all gold. It was all fucking gold. Reiner's like existential crisis face. Falco realizing he shit the bed. He's like, well, I fucked up.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, I'm a co-conspirator.
They really did a good job. They also did a great job of making Eren really intimidating, even though he was just there chilling, doing nothing.
Like, yeah, with like missing limbs.
Yeah, it felt like at any moment he could just be like, I'm gonna fucking kill all of you. Which, I mean...
at the end, they was like, YOLO, and I'm like, starting with that... Ooh, I can't. Let me not use that word. Let's just say with the homeboy, the Tiber family
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, if he said "Upsy Daisy."
I really loved the suspense all around this episode. I kind of feel cucked that it ended where it did, like right before the rampage. Yeah. But I can't wait another week to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, this series isn't playing around when the build-up episode is this good.
Yeah, I saw a tweet when I was like randomly browsing through Twitter while I was waiting for you to finish, and it's like it was Attack on Titan has the best foreshadowing of all time, and it's like a clip, a screenshot from like episode 2 or 3 of Attack on Titan. Remember when where Eren is first learning how to use the movement gear, and they're like practice fighting and stuff in the training camp? Yeah. He kind of flips Reiner over or something, or Reiner flips him, and then Reiner helps him up, and Eren's like, all right, next time we do this, I'm gonna be the bad guy. And everyone was just freaking out. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but if it was,
I don't know. I honestly don't think it was, but that'd be really cool.
I don't care. I'm gonna give him credit for it. It's been building up since episode 2, baby.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it could have been. Who knows? But yeah, no. Eren, I love this change in Eren where, like, I'm not sure if I said it last. Well, obviously not last week because we didn't have an episode last week. But the last episode, it's just like Eren is just like truly like. I think that's in a way that we were all kind of bamboozled because it really definitely seemed like he's like, I'm tired of this shit. Like he definitely came up to Eren like, I'm over it. I'm over all this stuff. Especially compared to like when we last saw him where he was all like, oh no, not even. Even at the beach where he was like, oh fuck, there's more.
Yeah, he's kind of completely over it.
Yeah, he was over it from there, and then cut And then even when he was talking, he seemed just very like controlled, very calm. And at the end, he's like, "Well, fuck it, I'm the same bitch."
Yeah.
Boom.
I kind of like that was a brief fake out where it looks like he's gonna forgive them, and he's like, "I guess we're the same in that I'm also a psychopathic murderer." Blah!
No, just not psychopathic murderer. Just be like, yeah, I would. But yeah, no, this, and I think that's why it's my episode of the week. This episode makes such a good job, like trying to frame him as if like, no, I'm understanding, and blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and I'm only making you listen to me with the threat of me blowing shit up, only because I want you to listen and just talk about it and blah blah blah. But then at the end, he's like, major look, and then I'm turning up anyways.
Yeah, it does show like a genuine mature, like I guess you can call it maturity or like getting better, like compared to the season 2 and season 3 Eren, where he was just kind of like headstrong and like he would have just ran into the fucking Marley capital transformed already.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like now he's just like calm and collected. Like, listen, I studied you guys. I've learned your point of view, and I still want to fucking kill all of you. So
yeah,
like,
and I'm like, y'all still
he's just really sophisticated about it. Yeah, he's
like,
just much more mature about it.
I mean, you didn't have a choice. You really, tried your best with what you were given. Totally get it, 100% understand. But also,
we also got a little like planning action. I like they added the fact that they like trapped the other two titans in the pit.
Was that Armin?
I don't know. I think it was because I can't think of anyone else.
I saw blonde hair. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, it didn't sound like Armin. And then I was trying to think, who did the card titan run into at any point in like the previous seasons? So I'm not sure, but I guess it could be Armin.
It could be. Speaking of the card titan, I love how even in this episode, it's like racism, like because they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" and she hugs them, and they're like, "What the fuck did she hug us?"
No, I think that was more of a they're all attracted to her, they want to bone her, and they're jealous that she hugged that one dude.
I hope so. I'm
pretty sure that was the vibe.
Racism.
Pretty sure they're all just horny, which I can't blame them for.
I hope so. I hope so as well. But yeah, just everything was just so good. Okay, so I was eating. Full disclosure, I was eating while I was watching this. So, a quick question. So when Homeboy, the Tiber dude, was on stage giving the account, telling the real truth of what happened, did he didn't happen to mention the whole like, oh hey, by the way, the kingdom used their power, or the royal bloodline used their power to make everyone forget, so they had no idea they were Titans?
No, he just kind of made it like the king decreed that everyone should not be fighting.
Yeah. So he did. So he was trying. I think, which was a stroke of genius. He like made, especially now that he's dead. Like, oh yeah, like his plan like was super success. Almost to the point where I'm like, was he in on it? Like, was that all that planned?
No, but that's the other thing. Like, I think Eren just doesn't give a fuck. Like if you look at it from that point of view, like Eren kind of fucked up a lot because he's like, oh yeah, now they're really gonna hate Eldians and Paradise Island.
Oh yeah, I get that. I get the idea that he truly doesn't care at all. He's like, yep. Which is why, yeah, the whole episode being called Declaration of War is just like, damn.
Yeah, I did love that perfect cinematic timing, but the guy's like, Declaration of War, and then Eren fucking breaks through the building, beats claws him to death or whatever.
Or whatever he did. I know he's up in the air and like,
yeah,
like I don't even know how that's his blood, but sure. Okay, so yeah, so I was saying his speech was like a stroke of genius because it took like the pressure off of the Eldians here, and then it said, okay, but those are the bad Eldians.
Yeah,
across the sea, Not our aliens. Our aliens are fine because King wanted peace and blah blah blah. But like this one, dude, like straight off the path.
Yeah, he's still very much like part of that. That's why they weren't attacking him or anything. I'm guessing, like while he was telling this whole story, he's still very much in line with the Marley political establishment.
Oh, you mean they didn't attack him as like he was telling a story?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they could the like if Marley if they were to do that, that would have been like actual like political suicide.
I mean,
It would have been political
if he was just like,
suicide. I mean,
"Let me tell you the truth," and then like when he did say, "I was gonna tell you the truth," I thought for a brief second he was gonna be like Zeke or somebody was gonna clown like kill him real quick. Like, nah, you don't tell the truth. But I don't know.
that would be political suicide.
I don't think they would
because
give a fuck. I don't think the Marleyans would give a fuck.
Oh, I'm not talking about the Marleyans. I'm talking about everyone else who loves him. Like they worship. Like they like all the countries love him.
Oh yeah, but what is the Marleyans don't give a fuck about the other countries either.
Do they? Because it's like they kind of just barely scraped by from the last war.
Yeah, but they're kind of like dicks that go around conquering everybody. So they're like, we need to be peaceful for now. I don't think that they genuinely care about peace or anything, or like what their image is to the other countries. In fact, I think the whole purpose of that speech was just kind of like, let's get all the countries on our side so that they don't all fucking jump us and kill us when we're
exactly.
weak. Yeah.
And that's why I'm just like that wouldn't make any sense. Like while he's telling that story, that wouldn't make any sense if they all were just like, oh, we must silence him, kill him. Like, and then everyone would be like, why'd you just kill the hero? Why'd you kill the descendants of heroes? That's the reason why none of us are alive. Y'all nuts. It's time to go to war. It's like literally must like imagine if like Jesus Christ was like actually popular. And like, and people aren't trying to kill him, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's cool." And then he's like, "Let me tell you the truth." Then someone kills him, and they're like, "Oh my god, you just killed Jesus Christ." Wait, what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure people would like.
I mean,
go to war,
would you put it above the U.S. government?
Listen, after this week, I put nothing. No,
my point exactly.
But yeah, so. Yeah, I don't think they would ever kill him.
No.
Like not in front of.
Well, they don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you're excellent point. Excellent point. All right.
Yes, great episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, just great episode. Loved it. Half of the episode of the week.
Yeah. So let's move on to ReZero Season 2 episode. So I'm really conflicted. Before we even get into this, I'm conflicted on whether to call it Season 2 Part 2 Episode X, Y, and Z. I feel like I will just because that's what they call it. But I'm just like, I really just want to call it Episode 14. Keep it moving.
I mean, as long as you can remember to keep track of it.
No, I won't. So that's
because I won't.
I just hate writing it. I just hate writing it down and then saying it. I was like, yeah, ReZero Season 2 Part 2, and then someone had to like, and then Nocturne had to remind me to say the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so all of that episode 1. I'm not saying it again.
Like part of me liked this episode because it's seeing Subaru kind of bring everyone like go into his hero mode thing and try to flaunt himself, like confronting Clown Boy and having this plan.
Hey,
I will call him Clown Boy. Yeah,
that's Roswell to you.
Seeing him confront Roswell the clown and all that stuff, like it makes me be like, yes, finally shit's gonna happen. So I'm kind of hyped, but at the same time I felt like nothing much really happened.
Yeah, no, I felt very much like a recap.
Yeah,
almost like, yeah, these are the problems and here's how we're gonna get over them, and let's talk about like people's background stories. And I would say literally the only thing that happened was literally Puck just saying peace.
Yeah, Puck peacing out, which felt kind of random to me, but okay.
I mean, they gave a good reason why. They're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, these are sealed, blah de blah de blah. Here your memories back. Goodbye."
Peace. I did like
Mm.
that what's his name? Otto confronting Garfield in the end of the episode.
Yeah.
I want to see where that leads to. I hope
I'm
Otto
like
doesn't
I'm like,
die.
"Otto, you ain't doing shit."
I'm like, this is the most mismatched. This is like Krillin versus
Right?
Frieza.
I'm like, "You're not doing shit to him. Why are you looking like that? Are you
I
actually
was
gonna
like,
do something?"
it's my time to shine. Like, what? No, this
What?
fight.
Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, it was a lot of like, oh my god, people's backgrounds, Amelia's backgrounds, Garfield's backgrounds, uh, homegirl,
Clone.
the clones,
Yeah, the
their background,
clones
like it's just
scene was
background,
super
background,
long.
background, background. Like
I felt
literally, it's
like
the whole
that was
story.
like that felt like a 50-minute scene I was watching.
Oh my god, yeah, it was. That was my biggest complaint with this episode. It's just like, okay, you're just saying a lot of. Everyone is just saying a lot of things.
I really, really hope that this is like. I hope next episode they break this, or like in the next two episodes they
I
get out of this,
really
because
hope
I'm
so.
really, really tired of this village arc. It is such a boring setting to just be in a snowy village or whatever. I don't know. It just it feels like this has been dragging on forever. So I
Yeah, no,
really
this
want
is
them to move
definitely.
on.
I mean, it's dragging on forever because I feel like this is very much like, in a very Higurashi way. This is very much like, oh my god, here's all the answers to all these questions of
Hmm.
everything, like Amelia's background and Rosewall's connection and witches, so on and so forth.
Yeah, but seeing him redo the same events over and over and over and over and over again without that much changing, it just kind of like, ugh, you know.
I mean, it,
And it's not like it's an action like when at least when they were going to the palace or when they went back to the mansion and they had the fight with Crazy Bitch last season. That was interesting, but they've just been stuck in the village for the longest time.
that is true. They could stand to like change up the locations
Mm-hmm.
and things. Yeah, I just think this episode could not have been like, this was just a giant hot exposition
Dump.
dump
Yeah.
right on my chest without my consent. Mm-mm.
So yeah, I agree. It was just it was a necessary episode, but it was a boring episode. I think for the most part, but it set up a potentially good episode next week. So
Yeah, so well, I'm optimistic for that.
we'll see.
All right, so let's move on to Beastars season 2, episode 1.
Yes, the show that makes me question: Am I a furry? But I quickly realize I'm not, so it's okay.
Yeah, I'm like, my answer is always no. I never questioned anything ever.
So I did have to binge
Mhm,
all of season 1 prior to
mhm.
watching this episode. So should I just give a quick opinion on that?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So, I liked it. I really did enjoy it. It really was weird in the sense that it made me uncomfortable for a lot of it, but not in the uncomfortable sense where, well, that too, the random like bunny nudity was kind of oof. But it made me uncomfortable in the sense of like a good uncomfortable, like seeing what's his name,
Legoshi?
Legosi, yeah, Legosi, like be so awkward. It felt like it kind of made me feel awkward and like at the same time like I felt his awkwardness a lot of the time, which I think was what was trying to be conveyed in the scene. So I think they did an effective job of that. And for a show that's like a romance, I really felt like it wasn't all that much about romance or drama. It was really psychological, like borderline horror at certain points,
Yeah.
which I really liked.
Yeah, yeah. I would say this is a ro I
I mean,
call
because
it a
it kind
romance.
of like the central plot point is the romantic relationship between these two,
Mhm.
ish, but
Yeah. But it's so not about like
yeah, that's
there's
what
so
I
many
mean.
things that are
It's
romantic.
so many other things that it's weird to define what kind of genre it is because at the end of the day, they're just like animals at a school doing school shit, but it's also like psychological drama, romance, horror, bunch of metaphors and analogies everywhere. Like it's super weird. It reminds me a bit of the Centaur's life in that respect too.
Ooh, that's a good point.
But yeah, and I really enjoyed it. Um, I really did enjoy it. I think I'd give it like an 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, I loved it. I bet you can't figure out who my favorite character is though.
I don't really know the characters like that, so I don't.
Oh,
And
wow, Drew.
I feel like it's not Legoshi.
No.
Is it the dog? Is his best friend?
No.
I like
His best
him.
friend looks plain. He looks like a regular dog. I don't like him.
Okay, yes, I do think the shaggier dog looks better, but he's so nice.
He is nice. He's a cool friend.
Definitely not Haru.
I like Haru, but no, not Haru.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think Haru's your favorite, or else I feel like you would complain too much about her sex scenes. Louis?
Louis is also up there, but no. Like you went through like 80% of the cast.
You know, right? I'm like, I heard him. I'm like, wow. So this person is some real stuff. Oh, Juno?
Yes, Juno. You know I'm damned to love girls.
Juno's really solid. I can't even front you for that. All the characters in their own way are really like well developed. But Juno, they really did good with Juno because I feel like she came in a little bit later. But they made it a mission to really like establish her character. In a very good way.
I just like how much of like she can be awkward and weird at times, but then she's also like bad bitch mode a lot of the time too. Like when she just like, pushed over Louis, it was like, listen, bitch, I'm gonna be the Beastar and I'm gonna take everything. That was fucking
awesome. Yeah, she has that star power that Louis has.
But yeah. So how was season 2 or episode 1 for you?
No, that wasn't. We didn't talk about the episode at all.
I know. I said, how was it for you?
Oh, I thought you said that was season 2, episode 1. No. I was like, wait, what? No. It was. I would say even for Beastars, it was a little weird.
Really?
Even for Beastars, it was a little weird.
Supernatural thing.
Yeah, now they're adding supernatural elements, and I'm like, bitch, they're a bunch of like talking animals. Like,
no, we need ghosts. We need like hauntings and ghosts and all this other crazy shit.
So it's like, yeah, we really didn't need all of that. Of course, I am. Oh, let's talk about whatever the hell's happening with Haru.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, the way I did, I was shocked, and she was just like, "Yeah, let's just keep it on the DL." And I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah,
and I'm just like,
kind of weird.
I'm like, yeah, it didn't. I'm not sure how I felt about it. Like, it didn't make me feel good because I'm just like, bruh, he has done. It's like he has done so much. He has done so much to help you to make sure that you live. But and then I'm not sure if you noticed, like for the first part of the scene, like they have a very noticeable distance.
Yeah, they're like really far apart from each other.
Yeah.
I think what might be maybe not.
Yeah, no, I have a good idea why. Like she's like. She's still very much like, yeah, I'm still like my animal instincts still telling me that you may potentially kill me, and I can't ignore those.
Yeah, it might be that, and also it might be, I don't know if she's trying to do it for his sake as well. Like she doesn't want him to, because it always struck me as weird when she was like, if her thing is that she's afraid of being seen in public, like she's always getting shit on in public, so she doesn't give a fuck. So I part of me wants me to think it's like she's worried about his image as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, now that you mention it, it's also probably the instincts.
Yeah, but the weird thing is like he doesn't care about that. So
yeah, they neither of them give a fuck about that.
Like they don't care about their image. Like
another reason why I love them so much.
With Haru and Louis, on the other hand, that was different.
Can I just say I love that? Even going back to season 1 again, I love that they had that whole subplot of Haru and Louis, and Louis is such a good character, I couldn't hate him for it. I'm like, I still really like your character because you're so fucking cool sometimes, even though you're an asshole all the other times.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah, Louis is like, it's like he ain't shit, but also given like it's understandable.
Yeah, given his past and everything.
Yeah, his past and his expectations shoved on him. Like, yeah.
Yeah, every other show that would have, like, a lesser show would have just made him be the jerk asshole character that's like, I'm all about me and being selfish, and not done anything else with him. So I appreciate that they actually went another way to like, no, this is why he sometimes comes off as an asshole and selfish, and what his motivations and goals are.
Yeah. And speaking of Louis, even though he apparently was missing for 2 months. In the first episode, he comes back halfway through, and well, yeah, he's been through some shit.
That I'm really curious about what happened while he was gone.
Let's just put it this way: I don't think the line he killed in last episode, I don't think that was his only line he killed. I think there may have been more.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Because especially what makes me think that is he literally tells like, what's his face? Legoshi, like, yeah, have fun like swimming in like this dim light, which means to him he's like, oh, I'm on the side of darkness. So which means he's done some things that probably are not good.
Like
or he could just be recovering.
Assassin.
Or he could just be recovering from literally just like the first murder. Which is fair.
It also, he would have to have escaped from, because he was caught after he killed the that one lion.
Yeah. And to be honest, like killing someone is like that's a pretty heavy thing for a 17-year-old to.
He didn't just kill somebody; he killed a fucking like mob kingpin.
Yeah, and he's at the tender age of 17. Like that might fuck him up.
Well, the mayor also wanted, I guess, to get that gang out of town. So maybe the mayor's like, "Oh, good job! You're even better than I thought you were. The way you killed that fucking kingpin I had trouble with. Thank you." And saved his image or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, he different now. Like he quit the acting club. He was like, I'm all moody and mysterious. Like, all right, girl.
As for the ghost, if you want to go to Juno first.
No, I was gonna just briefly say that Juno was Juno was cute, and she's just like, what the fuck did you say? Like, you fucked me up. I didn't like that. There's a little bit of Juno. I hope to make up for last season, they definitely give her more screen time.
Yeah, I felt weird that Haru and Juno didn't really have that much screen time this episode. It was mostly dedicated to the whole monster ghost thing, which I'm pretty sure is just a snake. I'm like 90% sure it's a snake.
Yeah, like now that you say it, makes sense.
Because I'm like, in the walls, and it's like a shh sound or whatever.
Yeah, or either that, or it's a I don't know, piece of shit. Like it literally looked like something like had layers on it, and I can see a snake being like kind of coiled up on itself like that.
Yeah, or something along those lines, which would be interesting. I don't think they've shown any snake people. They haven't. I'm pretty sure.
And if they do, I hope it's like Homegirl from A Centaur's Life.
Yes, please.
Oh, she was so great.
Another season of Centaur's Life ever. That's what I'm funding if I become a millionaire. Another season of Centaur's Life.
Yes, please.
Well, yeah, no, great episode. Really looking forward to seeing where it goes. More Juno.
Yes, more. All right. Up next, we have Kumo desu ka Nanika, episode 1.
Also known as watch Aoyuki carry a fucking show for 20 minutes with her voice acting.
Basically, she was like, yeah, no, it was pretty. It was everything was pretty funny. This new. I like that she uses I like that she uses a lot of English that like very
Oh
randomly.
Jesus!
Oh Jesus! Huh? Father? Father? Huh.
Yeah, no, this was like a perfect casting because the voice really fits the spider's look somehow, and
Mm.
also it's just really fucking entertaining to listen to.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Um. Yeah, I don't have any no. Like it's like there weren't a lot of notes for me to take on this, only because it's just like I was just so busy like enjoying her just say random shit and like scurry around and like just fight for her life, watching all the spiders eat each other.
I liked her title, Kin Eater.
Can eat
You
her.
are a cannibal. You obtained.
Exactly. You know, the whole leveling up system
Mm.
cat doesn't really make the most sense, but
I want to know how much of a parody or ripoff of slime this is. Because I mean, they literally both start off in the same exact circumstance. Well, except one is a spider and one's a slime. But like, even to the point where she has the thing in her head that's like, oh yes, I can analyze anything, blah 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 blah.
mm,
And then the whole
the
joke that
appraisal thing.
it's just
I think
useless.
I felt that was like a spoof because it doesn't give any information. It's just like it's a wall.
Yeah, wall.
Well, it's a rock.
So I want to know what the degree of, like, how far down the slime hole are we going? Is she gonna emerge from the cave and be like, I'm farming my own civilization now of dwarves and goblins? I don't think so. Judging by what
No,
I've seen of the
no.
images and stuff, I think she's just gonna be running around the cave being a spider.
Yeah, same.
I did
Um,
like that they introduced the other rest of the classmates though.
It took me a second to like gather what was happening. I'm like, why do they keep saying this is like their sensei? And I was like, oh, these are also reincarnated people.
Yeah, I like one of them reincarnated as a fucking mascot dragon thing.
Yeah, so that's that. I feel like that's gonna be very funny.
Yeah, I hope they have more actual screen time because I love Aoyuki and I could watch her run around for hours. Except not, because eventually that's gonna get. I don't know. I feel like if all the episodes is gonna be Aoyuki as a spider running around a cave, can get kind of boring after a while. So I hope they
Yeah,
mix in
it can. So
this other
I don't think
subplot.
they will.
Yeah, I hope they mix in enough of the other characters to keep things fresh. Or maybe
Yeah.
they'll run into each other eventually. Who knows?
Fresh indeed.
Also, that ending is better than anything I've seen all year, and it's easily better than Gurenge. Fight me.
Sure, girl. Listen, listen. I left all my worlds to fight in 2020. You want it? You can hold that.
I will.
Enjoy. That being said, let's move on to the final. The final anime that we are covering for tonight. Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Go, episode 14.
The other episode of the week.
Yes, obviously same.
Obviously. I'm glad they listened to my complaint of
Woo!
there's not enough happening in this arc. And they're like, oh, not enough is happening in this arc. Wait a second. Let me.
I just want to hear. I'm ready for the obvious thing.
What? Me being wrong?
I mean that too, but me being right.
Yeah.
Not so much you being wrong. Me being right and saying, "Hey guys, I think." Oh, spoiler!
Spoilers.
I think Oishi just got the Hinamizawa virus and started killing everyone. No, I don't think it's
Well,
2 weeks
someone in
later.
comments pointed out that there is a injection that you can get that just brings you straight from like normal dude to hyper crazy. So that's probably what happened with somebody probably injected him with fucking crazy virus.
So he just got to not listen. I still makes me every bit right.
It does. Although I do want to point out he had the bat when he was approaching the festival, which makes me think that he was the one who attacked Keiichi in Satoko's house. Because otherwise, I don't know how he got the bat.
That could be a thing. I don't know. Let me look it up. Me, it's on the job research or whatever.
Also, I like that. I feel like they do this a few times because they definitely did it before. But Reina and Mion just assume anytime Keiichi's with somebody else, that they're just fucking. Like they definitely implied that he was fucking Satoko before they all died.
Wait. Say that one more time.
That anytime Keiichi's off with somebody else, Reina just implies that he's fucking that person.
Oh yeah, because
Reina yeah, Reina's like, well, I wonder what Satoko and Keiichi are doing off by themselves. I'm like, Reina, she's like 11. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like they're children. Relax,
relax, Reina. The thirst is real.
Okay, so yeah, definitely agreeing. Potentially agreeing with you because before I could have been like, oh well, maybe it's just like a normal bat, and then he started killing people with it. But no, the bat is very bloody.
Yeah, he has it, and it's like bloody already.
Yeah, so there's a good chance it could have been him. You're absolutely right. Let's see something else. So yeah, that was pretty terrible. And then, oh my god, we get to the whole thing with Rika and Hanyu. Oh.
Yeah, I feel bad for Rika.
Yeah, I know. That kind of damn, that actually hurt. That actually hurt. Like so bad.
Yeah, and Rika did have a good point. She's like, "Oh, what if I do succeed, and then I don't know, 5 years from now, what I can be brought back to 1983?" Like yeah, it's kind of a serious situation. You never know if you can just randomly come back here.
Yeah, because you died.
Died or whatever happened. We still know what the initial trigger was for her to be like teleported back.
I'm pretty sure she died.
Did they ever imply that?
I feel like they did in like the second episode. Where she's like, "Oh my god, how am I back here again?" And then,
oh, then Rika, you just gotta not die. All right, stop dying, Rika, and you won't be in 1983 anymore. All right, that's simple.
Yeah, just live.
Just live. I mean,
okay,
maybe. That and yeah, the whole second half of watching Rika, like, try to find ways to kill herself.
Yeah, she was like, "Yeah, play hide and seek, and if you don't find me, I'm gonna die. Bye.
Don't feel bad if you can't find me ever because I'm dead. Don't worry, it's not your fault."
Yeah, I was just like, oh, when Hanyu was just like, "Yeah, here's a sword," and then Mika's like, "Who's that sword supposed to be for?" And I'm just like, ah.
There is an interesting theory that I've heard that I'm not sure how true. Well, I mean, it's a crazy theory, but there is an interesting theory that one of the other people, like one of the other, either someone in the friend group or maybe possibly Takano or somebody else, is also looping with Rika and is the one causing the loops. So maybe this whole thing will work around where Rika finds out somebody else is a looper and she kills them.
Oh, that's pretty sexy. I would love that plot twist.
Mm-hmm. So far, I've seen people be like, "No, it's actually Mion's the looper," and I'm like, I don't think so. But
why would it be Mion?
I don't know. I don't
like. It would make more sense if it was like Takano because Takano's been created by what's her face.
Yeah, I would assume it'd be either Takano or if we're gonna pick someone in the friend group, I'd pick like. Ironically enough, I'd probably pick Keiichi because he seems to survive every fucking time.
I mean, but he's not like. I don't think he's the bad guy. I mean, he could be at any point. He could be.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. because he is getting his memories back.
Yeah. So I don't know. That could be a whole foreshadowing thing. Like, he's getting his memories back slowly but surely, and he never dies.
Okay, that's something to consider.
But yeah, other than that, I was pretty surprised by the shocking amount of violence in this episode, which made me feel like Higurashi is back. It was the first time since like episode 4 I was been able to say, ah yes, this is Higurashi.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I got that feeling back.
I really thought like we really thought that like they were just done with the like that was it. That's the end of the. Yeah, this is a good way to finish the last arc and also start the new one at the same time. Very well done.
Precisely. Perfect way to start and end both arcs.
Agreed. All right. So I think that is it for our weekly review. Unless Oni has anything to talk about, I don't think we're doing a filler arc this episode.
Yeah, it's been a pretty slow week, so I don't have anything to bring up. But I'm pretty sure next week we might have something to talk about. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. So, look forward to that. Yeah. So I think now is a good time to just end the episode. Oni, if you'd be so kind to take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the G&A podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you catch all the episodes as they go up weekly. If you haven't already, do join the party over to Discord, follow us on Twitch, and follow us on Twitter. Or if you're so inclined, you can even become a patron or a channel member, like all of these people on screen right now who make the show possible, and you get yourself a bunch of awesome perks like access to our members only Discord channels, and you get to live watch these shows with us. This season we are live watching ReZero and Higurashi Go, so if you want to watch those with us, please do consider being a patron. Drew, what would you like to add?
Drink some water. You might be some you're not yourself when Oshi, drink some water. You're quite yourself. What was it? Is it Snickers bar?
It's Snickers
Oshi, eat a Snickers. You're not quite yourself when you're hungry.
Yeah, somebody needs to make a Photoshop ad of that from this episode.
Oh, that would be great. And that extends to all of y'all. All y'all, make sure you eat, because you're not yourselves when you're hungry.
Precisely. And until next time, this has been Soberoni and
Do we do?
We'll catch you guys later. Later.
Bye.